Yeah. Hey.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. But I'm finally getting it going. So, I mean, some of y'all might know me. Hi, I'm Nature. If you don't know me, you'll know me now.
Okay, y'all, I know I started my video off without her, but she woke up and she was hungry, so.
When I found out I was pregnant, it was so unexpected. Like, I did not expect it at all. My period, I missed my period because I have a period tracker for when I would think it'd come around, you know, and I'll always mark it when I do start just to keep track of it. And so I missed it, but I didn't think nothing of it because I have an irregular period. So there was a day we went to the beach and, you know, we had a turn up, whatever. And the next day I was just feeling so sick and I was like, maybe it's from the turn up. But then I didn't really turn up that hard, so I was like, maybe it's not. So I told my friend I was getting a pregnancy test. So she came over, I took the pregnancy test, and I was pregnant. And I was just like, what? Like 3 years I stopped taking birth control, and out of those 3 years I've never gotten pregnant, and all of a sudden just boom, baby. This just, God's just like, let me just throw a situation in for you real quick, see if you can handle it. Anyways, that's what he did. Yeah, so found I was pregnant. The funny thing is, when I found out, I was like, let me tell Isaac. So I told him to come inside the room because he was playing a game or whatever. Oh my god, my eyelashes messing with me. See, she be acting like she can't hold her bottle, but she can. She's just playing with me. Baby. Anyways, so he came in, and I was like, I gotta tell you something. He's like, what? I was like, I just showed it to him. Showed it to him, and he was like, you're lying. It's fake. And then he walks out, and I was like, my friend comes back inside. She's like, what'd he say? I said, he walked out. That nigga just walked out. He didn't even stay like, are you sure? Like, you know, he didn't, none of that. He just walked out and went back to his fucking game. I know for a fact it was running through his head at the time. He just didn't want to believe it. I think it was too hard to believe for him at the time. Like, it was for me too. I was so shook. I was like, I'm pregnant? Like, what? I'm still a baby. Like, I just got my own place. Like, we chilling, we're having fun, you know, we're having like good times right now. And so I was like, I was just shook, and I was like, dang, like, I'm gonna have to stop smoking, I'm gonna stop drinking, I'm gonna have to be a mom now. Like, it's such a drastic change for me to even think about. I was like, damn, like, I have a whole responsibility, like, my whole life's about to change. And next day he calls his mom because he was totally freaking out. Like, he didn't know like what anybody was gonna say, you know. He was freaking out. Like, he didn't know how to feel. I totally forgot about the whole conversation, honestly, because I have really bad memory. I'm not gonna lie, I have horrible memory. I don't know, my whole pregnancy too, it was good. I guess, like, I had a really good OB doctor. I lived in the desert, but I live in 29 Palms, like in the fucking middle of nowhere, and literally showing up to appointments was so hard because you have to drive 30, maybe not 30, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes out to get to the doctor. And then their other clinic that I had to go to was 30 minutes out, all the way in Yucca Valley. So I was like, damn, like, it was just so much to do. So we were doing that for my first and second trimester. But my whole pregnancy was pretty smooth. I think the hardest thing about pregnancy is making sure you're eating healthy. Like, that's such a main thing because you will gain weight. Like, literally, I used to be so small, and girl, my face got really chubby, and so did everything else. My first and second trimester went pretty smoothly. When we moved out here, it was so complicating to get a new doctor because I was so far along that nobody wanted to take me. Like, I was able to get into one doctor, and they were gonna make me pay a whole bunch of money to deliver my baby. I was like, fuck that. I'm not about to, no, we're not doing that. And plus, when I went to go see them for one of my, I think it was like my 30-week checkup or something like that, like, they were so fucking rude. Like, they were so rude. yeah, I just am not feeling my OB doctors at all. So whatever, third trimester comes around, and by the end when I'm supposed to have my baby, I just like, after that appointment, I just never went back to the doctor. Okay, so I'm making her a bottle right now, but in the middle of it, I just want to get this video over with because I recorded this video like 5 fucking times, I swear. But so I wasn't planning on having my baby out here. I was planning on having my baby in Long Beach anyways, because I was like, fuck that. I don't trust none of y'all, and I just feel comfortable. You know, I was born in Long Beach, lived in Long Beach majority of my life. Like, I feel comfortable out there. Fast forward to like my 30 weeks. I was so tired of being pregnant. By like 32 weeks, I was like, you know what? How do we speed this shit along? Because I'm not about to wait till I hit 40 weeks. Like, it's just not it. By 32 weeks, I was like, this is not it, honey. I'm not about to wait. I read online that you could drink raspberry leaf tea and that helps induce your labor. Once I hit 37 weeks, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get this tea. You know, I don't want to wait any longer. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Drank that tea. 38 weeks hit. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up, literally wake up out of my sleep, and I'm like, oh. I was like, my stomach, like, what the heck was that? Like, I didn't know what to expect as a contraction. Like, it just feels like it feels like a cramp, like a menstrual cramp.
She's a cry baby. She's a cry baby.
I'm not even gonna try and talk yet because I know she's gonna. She's already typing on. The way you doing. Okay, so we're gonna get into my labor part. March 10th is when I started feeling my contractions. It started around 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up out of my sleep, like, and I was like, oh my god. And like, the first thing I did, I was like, Isaac, wake up. He didn't wake up. So I was like, all right, man, I'm just tripping, go back to sleep. I could not go back to sleep. Like, every time I did go to sleep, I would wake up back to a contraction. I told him, I was like, yo, I think I'm having contractions. And he's like, are you sure? Like, are you sure? It's because he didn't want to drive all the way out there for nothing and then us have to drive all the way back, because I wait about like 20 minutes timing my contractions. They were like 10-15 minutes apart, sometimes 20 minutes apart. So I was like, it's not that bad. They usually say when it hits 10 minutes apart, you should go to the hospital, I think. I was like, yeah, I think we should go, because I was feeling it. We were like, it's better safe than sorry, because, you know, if anything, it's just best to be out there if I did have to have my baby. So I just didn't want to have my baby out here. Like, I just didn't. We're not even an hour in. We're probably like 30 minutes in, and there's hella traffic. It's going to take us 2 hours to get there. And by 30 minutes, I'm already feeling these contractions, and it's like 5 minutes apart, 10 minutes apart. So I was like, oh my god, I'm feeling them. Like, I'm sitting in the seat like this. Like, I'm literally like, hold on guys. Thank you. We're driving down there and I'm literally in so much pain. Then we had stopping and gas, which was like, fuck, it was so horrible. We have like an hour and like 20 minutes left, and I'm just like, bro, this fucking sucks. Like, I was just not feeling it. Like, you feel fine, contraction, you're like, oh, and then it goes away. You're fine, then contraction, like, that's how I was feeling the whole entire time. Get to the hospital, whatever. I'm like, I think I'm in labor, but I'm having contractions. So we wait for them to take us back. She hooks me up to those little monitor thingies, checking for the baby, you know, doing all the other tests. Some other lady comes in, this like nurse, and she checks, see how dilated I am. I'm 3 centimeters. So she's like, you're only 3 centimeters. We're gonna send you home unless you want to stay and walk around for an hour. Maybe things will change. Me and Isaac walked around for an hour. I was doing stairs because supposedly it's supposed to help you like induce your labor too. So I was doing stairs. I was walking around. I was having contractions at the same time. So I was like, I had to keep stopping. Like, it was hard to, like, you know, keep moving. We come back after an hour. The nurse comes in, checks. She's like, you're still 3 centimeters. And I was like, damn. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna send you home, but we're gonna bring in your doctor that's gonna deliver the baby. So I was like, okay. So he comes in, it's a dude, and Isaac did not want it to be a dude. Like, he's so uncomfortable. Honestly, I was like, I honestly don't care. Just as long as the person knows what they're doing. Like, I would feel way comfortable too with a girl. But I feel like I was always thinking like, in the moment, I'm not gonna care. I'm just gonna want to have this baby. Like, I'm not even gonna be worried about nothing. He's like, yeah, so you're only 3 centimeters dilated. You're probably not gonna have your baby until the weekend. And I think it was like a Wednesday or a Thursday or something. Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. It was in the middle of the week. And I was like, feeling like this? I was like, no. I was not even believing him. We get discharged. So we pull up to Jersey Mike's and we're about to get out the car. He gets out the car, comes over to my side. As I'm like getting out the car, I literally cannot stand. Like, I felt a contraction that hurt so bad. I was like, what the fuck? I started crying. I was literally crying. And like before I left the doctor's too, he's like, you feel like you're gonna cry when you have your contraction? I was like, no. So he's like, okay, then you're fine. So when I started crying, I was like, this is what he meant by, am I gonna start crying? I'm literally in the car crying, like every time it hits. I'm holding on to like the thingy and I'm like, oh, and I'm just crying. So as it comes back to the car and he's like, how bad is it? And I'm crying. I'm like, I'm literally crying. Like, he got me a sandwich and then he got me a cookie. He's like, just eat this, you're gonna feel better. I'm literally eating and crying at the same time, but I was so hungry. He's like, we're gonna go to my grandparents' house. I was like, oh my god, I don't want to go because I'm crying. Like, I don't like people seeing me cry. Like, I don't really cry in front of people. The only people see me cry is my mom, Isaac, and maybe like a close friend. I was like, whatever, let's go. So we get to his grandparents' house. I walk in, you know, I'm like, hey guys. I go lay on the couch and I'm literally crying in pain and like, timing my contractions and they're 3 minutes apart, 2 minutes apart. I'm sitting here for like 15 minutes crying. I'm like, oh my god, Isaac, I can't do it. Like, every time it came, I was crying. Like, I was really going through it. I called the hospital and I'm telling them I'm coming back. So I called them like, hi, I was just in. I'm coming back because I'm having really strong contractions. I'm having really strong contractions and I'm crying. And they're like, okay, yeah, you could just come in. Hop on the freeway. Right when we hop on the freeway, I just feel like a gush. I can't even check like my stomach. Like, literally, I couldn't just be like, oh, did I, like, I couldn't even lay back to check. You know, I couldn't check because my stomach was in the way. Isaac was driving, so he couldn't check. So I take my camera, and I was just like, oh my god, my water broke. So he gets to the hospital. I don't even say nothing to nobody. We walk in there, security's supposed to take your picture, whatever. So I get to the hospital, and literally I'm walking, and my water is just pouring. It's just pouring out. Like, I felt so weird. So I get upstairs. They give me a wheelchair. We go inside. The doctor that has me in there, she's like, oh, how are you feeling? I was like, I was just here a second ago, like not even an hour ago. I was here like 40 minutes ago, and they sent me home. She's like, okay, we're gonna check how dilated you are. Check out, I was 8 centimeters dilated. She's like, oh wow, you're 8. She's like, what were you when you came in here? I was like, I was only 3. So went from 3 to 8 in 40 minutes. Like, I was not playing about my contractions. Like, they were really happening. Like, and it was happening fast, just because it didn't change in an hour. Yeah, so I'm 8 centimeters dilated. And so I'm literally sitting there, like, crying my eyes out. Like, I'm sitting there. They had me laying there inside the room for, like, 40 minutes. And Isaac's, like, telling everybody, like, she's about to have a baby. She's already 8 centimeters dilated. Everybody's like, oh, my God, calling me, freaking out. Isaac's mom was in Egypt. So she was trying to find a plane, like, back ASAP. Like, right then and there. She was trying to come back. Yeah, everybody's just, you know, freaking out, calling everybody, saying what's going on. So time passes by and I'm just going through this fucking hell of contractions. Like, I'm not feeling it at all, but, you know, just trying to get through it. And an anesthesiologist comes in. He's like, do you want to get epidural? I look at Isaac and I'm like, maybe I do, because I can't do it. The whole time I was telling everybody, like, no, I'm not gonna do epidural. I'm just gonna go natural. Like, I could deal with the pain, you know? But man, when I say, like, they caught me right there. Like, I was so weak in that moment. I just couldn't. I was like, no, I might need it. But I told them, like, just have them on standby just in case I change my mind, because right now I'm good. I don't want epidural. Like, they pull us into the delivery room, I think, like, 10 minutes after that. And they're like, oh, it's time to have your baby. Okay, we're waiting for the anesthesiologist, because I was like, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get epidural. I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it. And, like, when you're going through this pain, you just, everything, the littlest things just irritate you. Like, my grandma rubbing my leg and telling me to breathe was irritating me. Like, I was just like, shut up. Oh my god. I didn't tell her that, but, like, I was just, like, wanting to shut everybody up. I was trying to breathe as best as I can, and it was just, all bad. Isaac was pissing me off because Isaac was on his phone. That time I was mad because I was like, I just want you to hold my hand. Just hold my hand, please. Because I needed someone's hand I could squeeze. Like, I could squeeze his hand and not be afraid of breaking it. Like, I was just so irritated with everybody. And so the anesthesiologist comes in with the epidural and kicks everybody out. I was asking the question, I was like, how's this gonna go? I was like, how long does it take? Because I literally felt like she was gonna come out. Like, I was just not having it. Like, I was like, bro, whatever, let's just get it over with. So, and they're like, it takes like 10 minutes to set up and then probably like 10 more minutes to get it in. I was like, oh my God, like, bro, I'm gonna have a baby before then. So, the nurse is in front of me and I'm just sitting here and she's like, you just have to relax and breathe. She's like helping me breathe and like they numb my back. And so they put the freaking epidural in. And the fucking epidural, he's like, does it feel like it's on this side? I was like, no, I feel like it's on the other side. And I have scoliosis in my lower back. So I told them before they even did it, I was like, I have scoliosis. So if you guys can't do it, like, I don't want to risk, you know, I don't want to risk it. He couldn't do it. And so he was like, we're going to have to try it again. So I was like, oh my God, I'm telling the nurse, I'm like, I'm about to have this baby. Like, you have to call somebody in. Because I feel like every time, like, I couldn't move, so literally, like, you could just imagine I'm feeling these contractions and I'm like trying to like not move and be calm, but like every time a contraction came, I felt my body just like go like this. Like, I just felt like going like this. Like, I was like, oh my God, she's coming. So while they're like, okay, it's in, before they even said that, she's like, can I have somebody come in? She said that she really feels like the baby's gonna come out. I was like telling her, like, I could feel her head. I was like, I feel her head coming out, I could feel it. So they finished up the epidural, and the epidural usually takes like 15 minutes to kick in, but I wasn't even gonna feel it because honestly they just stuck it in my back. And I laid down and everybody comes back in. The doctor comes in and he's like, all right, let's see, are you ready? I was ready. Like, I was already ready. So I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. Everything's just getting set up so quickly. Like, I don't even know. Like, everything was just happening so fast. I don't even know. You know, doctor's positioning, you know, getting, like, ready. He's like, okay, so when you're ready, push. I was like, push? Okay. And I just pushed. Like, I pushed 3 times. And on the 3rd time, I just pushed her out, like, easy. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. Like, I didn't feel nothing, really. I think it's the adrenaline. But it did feel like you were shitting out a basketball. Like, my mom's always told me it feels like you're shitting out a basketball. And I never believed. I was like, shitting out a basketball? Like, what? But you literally feel it like you're shitting out a basketball. Like, and I didn't feel the ring of fire. Like, everyone says, like, you feel like that burn. Like, I didn't feel that either. Like, I don't know if it's just the adrenaline rushing through, but like, pushing her out didn't hurt. Just the contractions is the only thing that really hurt. Everything happened so fast that, like, once you get her out, it's such a relief. Like, the contractions are gone. It just felt so good to just not have to have her in there anymore. And I grabbed my baby. I was crying. Like, everybody was crying. Isaac was crying. Like, when I seen Isaac, I started crying even more. I was like, oh my God, he's crying. Like, and then I'm crying. My baby's crying. But like, once she got on me, she was pretty calm. Like, she didn't cry that much. It was such a crazy experience. Like, I just remember I was just crying, like, saying how beautiful she was, and I was just in tears. Like, once I had my baby, I was like, oh my God, like, I just gave birth to this little human. Like, can you believe that we could do that? Like, isn't that crazy? Like, it's just insane. Like, women are really the ones of the world. Like, it's just insane how we could just really reproduce like that. But like, she's really like a part of me. She's really a part of me. Like, she's me and she's her dad in one. Like, it's both of us in one. Like, isn't that crazy how our DNA could just do that? Like, it's just insane. Like, I don't even want to get into it. Like, but honestly, like, it was such an amazing feeling. Like, being a mother is such an amazing feeling. Like, it's such a drastic change. The mom is in me. It's definitely in me. But yeah, it's definitely a big change. I would go through all of it again, like, just for her. Just for her. Like, that's my baby right there. Like, that's my daughter. She looks like her dad right now, but she also looks like me. She got my cheeks. She got my chin. She got my chubby round face. Like, y'all see pictures, like, she has that double chin. Delivery was really fast. My labor was also really fast. That's pretty much my pregnancy and my delivery labor story. I'm gonna try and record every week if I have video ideas, I'll probably hit up Instagram and like see what you guys want to see. But thanks for watching my YouTube video. I'll see you guys next week, maybe, hopefully. Okay guys, so that's the end of my video. When I say bye mamas. Say thanks for watching. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya.